All right, so the fur between her toes is not too much. We just did it about a week ago. But what I'm gonna do is brush this backward with my slicker brush so that I can see the hair growth. Yeah, you can see there's some there. So I'm gonna brush it back. Use my thinning shears. And I'm gonna trim, always pointing up this way, up the paw, never side to side. And we don't wanna dig in and really clean that out. We just wanna get the part that's sticking up. So, quick cuts like that when you're using thinning shears on each of the 3 spots between the toes where the fur sticks up. And then this one, trim, 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 trim. You don't want to overdo it because you want them to have some hair left on their feet, of course. But see now, I don't have that Grinch fur sticking up between the pads. So then, I switch scissors to my straight shears. These are the real sharp ones. And I'm gonna do the bottom and around the edges. So basically, I wanna get all this extra part that's growing here. If I hadn't done it recently, of course, it would be a lot longer. There'd be hair coming out of all angles here, but it's not too bad right now. But I still wanna clean this out a little bit because the more hair they have here, the more dirt they're gonna track in, the more they're gonna slip and slide around. And if it gets too much, it can cause splayed feet, which is not healthy for them. So I'm just gonna use this and just trim it so it's flush with the bottom of her foot. Oh, it can be a little ticklish for them, but you just want to be sure of yourself, move quickly, and make sure, of course, that you're not getting their paw pads. Come here. Eve's really impatient, so she likes to move, but just trim all around. Stop. 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 Really, I like to go in between. Stop. In between these two and get all that out of there. So you can even pull it a little bit with your fingers. Trim, trim. And I haven't trimmed her nails yet, but I'm gonna go and Dremel them after I trim the fur. I Dremel the nails. So it'll look a lot better once the nails are short too. Because right now I'm trimming back the fur, so the nails are gonna look even longer. Stop. Good. ticklish. Good girl. Wait, there. Stop. Stop. I'm gonna get this part between that, along the edge here, on the inside, and on the other side here. Trim that. Good girl, Evie. Wait. Go over the top. Let me see. Looks pretty neat now. So it's even, all these lines are pretty smooth. On the bottom it's flush. And then lastly, this little part between, it's hard to see at this angle, between this pad and this pad that's up here above the dew claw, I like to just sort of, and she's totally at the wrong angle for this, but I like to kind of neaten that up a bit. So I'll take the straight scissors, just give it a little trim. Of course, make sure you're not hitting that paw pad with the scissors. Just shorten it up a little bit. So now, see, it's nice and straight up until we get to that point.